Welcome guys back to another video. As you can see in the background there's a different car now, the Mazda. That's my car. As from the title you can see it is an e92 M3 but a replica. It doesn't have the V8 in it, it has the N54 twin turbo. But other than that everything is done as an M3, and unfortunately the brakes as well. That's why I had to buy the M3 brakes, or I could buy the 335i brakes, but I needed to, I think, to convert back the caliper and the bracket for it. So I ended up getting the brakes and the pads. I didn't get the sensors because we want to do like a little tweak with it. I'll tell you that later in the video and see if that solves the issue or if it sorts it out the way we think it will. So I bought the brakes for it for around £1,000, maybe 1,200 all around the discs and pads. And now let me switch the camera and show you how my brake pads look like. So here is the car on the ramps, and before we arrived Dan had already put it on the ramps, on the lifts, and started doing it as a surprise. So he removed the rear brakes and the wheels all around, and guys, look at this. These are my pads. So yeah, the problem is like the saying goes like the shoemaker will always have worn shoes. This is the case with this one as well. It's like embarrassing. It's not supposed to happen. Like it's dangerous. So that's why I'm changing them. I would say it's after the last minute, so don't let it to get at this point, definitely. And at the same time we're going to get the oil change. Again, I tell to customers to get it done every 5,000-6,000 miles or a year. Unfortunately, God knows when was the oil change done. Previously on this one, I can't remember. So yeah, things are not the best. Yeah, so this is how it looks. It's quite dirty. I love this car, and once we replace the brakes I'll show you how to do it. Obviously one brake is already off. We're going to show you the other side and one of the front sides. Lift the car up, inspect it from underneath because it has leaks, as it comes with the BMW as a feature. So yeah, we're going to inspect the car, show you from underneath, then we're going to lower it, show you the car all around, maybe the interior if you want to see that. And yeah, we're going to do an oil change, and I'll need to get one tire fixed because it has a puncture, a screw in it. But yeah, this is my personal car. I love it. Unfortunately, it doesn't get all the love it would need, or it deserves. So the rear caliper is on, as you can see, but the thing is the rear disc is on, and I have a problem with the caliper. So we managed to push it back all the way, but the problem is that it was sticking. So I ordered a replacement one, but till then I'm going to drive on this one. And what I wanted to tell you, like these discs were expensive because of the reason that they are orientational. So if you see the grooves, they match those flaps or whatever are inside between the two plates of the brake disc, and it is a floating disc as well. So the disc material is not touching or not connected all the way with the hub. You see, I can show you on the fronts better. But again, back to what I wanted to say. So these are orientational, and you want to put them on the correct sides. And then told me that I had the ones which were on the car, I had them opposite, so the other way around. And also, how you know it? Because the air enters from here, and it is like better for cooling. So when you do these ones, obviously always check what's on the packaging, because on the packaging it is showing where it goes. I'm not sure if this packaging is from this disc, but let me check. It's from the other one because it is showing here it goes onto the rear left. And also the reason I had the brake pad so worn on this side because of the sticking caliper So now I'm going to rectify that and replace it. And I have a brake pad wear sensor here, which you can see it is very worn, and it's not broken but worn. So I had obviously the warning light for the service already on the dashboard. But what we want to do, because I didn't buy a new one, obviously if we do it for a client, we replace the sensor. The reason I don't replace for myself, because I don't go by the dashboard what it says, but I check it and I know when it is worn. So what I want to do, I want to cut it, and there is 2 wires. I want to short them, and the car will think, or the ECU will think, I have a new sensor installed. Then I can reset the service data, and I won't have any problems or dashboard signs on, and I can use my car without any warning lights on the dashboard or the screens. And in the meanwhile, my father-in-law is cleaning the front ones and then is doing the other side of it. Let's check if the other side of the rears are done. Yeah, here you can see the caliper is installed already. What is missing, that retaining spring from here, but that's the last thing you can put on, and then the wheel. But unfortunately I had a puncture on this side of the car, so on the rear left, which I'm gonna sort as well. So in a bit I'm going to show you the front ones. So let me show you that sensor, which is, it is here. So we put a heat shrink on it and connected the 2 wires. So now I should be able to reset it on with the scan tool, and it shouldn't show on the dashboard as a sign. And now let's have a look at the front brakes. Again, they are on orientational, as I said, so it matters which disc or rotor, whatever you call them, goes onto which side. Always these holes and the fins inside the rotor should point like downwards, not the other way around. New pads, so for the sliders which are here, you will need a size 7mm hex bit or Allen bit, and for the brake caliper holding bracket bolts, which are these ones, you will need a size 18mm hex socket again to undo them. And the last thing again here is that caliper retainer spring or brake pad retainer spring. Also goes the same to the rears. So for the caliper holding bracket bolts are size 18mm, I believe, am I correct? Yes, size 18, and then says 16. And for the pins, for the sliding pins, those are the same, size 7mm. So size 7mm hex bit or Allen bit. And for the bolts for the caliper, which are here, those are 16mm. So now we are going to put on the wheels, lower the car and get the oil change done.